Hello students, welcome once again to the second part of the chapter Tea from Assam. Now, tell me another scoffed pranjal. Scoffed pranjal means mocked pranjal. Mocked at whom? Mocked at Rajbir because he seems to have a good bit of knowledge about the discovery of tea, and that is funny for pranjal. We have an Indian legend too. So he's asking, tell me another. Okay, so Pranjal is in a mocking tone. He's asking to tell him the other story about tea. We have an Indian legend too, Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, an old Buddhist ascetic. Ascetic means a saint. Okay, so it is about Bodhidharma. Who was he? He was an old Buddhist saint. Now, what is that story? Cut off his eyelids, this Bodhidharma, okay, who was a Buddhist saint, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditation. So what he did, he cut off his eyelids, okay. Why? Because he always felt sleepy during meditation. Meditation means contemplation or focusing your mind and heart, everything in your prayer. So did not want to get disturbed while during meditation. That's why he cut off his eyelids, and then these eyelids fell on the ground, and then from there 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids. The leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, banished sleep. Now banished means forbade or stopped sleep. Okay, so he did not feel sleepy anymore. So that worked. Okay, and then it came to be known as tea, those leaves. Tea was first drunk in China. More about tea. Okay, so Rajbir is saying that tea was first drunk where? Tea was first drunk in China. As far as 2700 BC. So when it was first drunk in China, okay, dated back as at 2700 BC. In fact, the words such as tea, chai and chini are from Chinese. Yes, we know the name of Chinese people, chai, chini, ching, chong. So these words actually have come from China. So tea came to Europe only in the 16th century and was drunk more as medicine than as beverage. So when tea first came to Europe, it was in the 16th century, and that time the tea was not drunk as a beverage, as a drink, but it was drunk as medicine. The train clattered into Mariani Junction. So the train clattered means rattling sound. Okay, so the train started clattering into the Mariani Junction, means it entered into the Mariani Junction and stopped after making that rattling or clattering sound. The boys collected their luggage and pushed their way to the crowded platform. Now the boys, what they did, they collected their luggage and they pushed their way back to the crowded platform. So they went ahead after getting down from the station. Now what happened? They moved through the crowded platform. The platform was full of crowd. Pranjal's parents were waiting for them, so they were waiting for them to receive them at the station. Pranjal's parents. Soon they were driving towards Dhekiabari, the tea garden managed by Pranjal's father. So they were now in a car and they were driving towards a place called Dhekiabari. This is a tea garden. Okay, and in this tea garden, Pranjal's father works as a manager. An hour later, the car veered sharply off the main road. Veered sharply means ran out sharply of the main road. Means the car came out of the main road. They crossed a cattle bridge and entered Dhekiabari tea estate. Now what happened? After coming out from the main road, their car crossed a cattle bridge. Cattle bridge is another name of cattle bridge is cattle grid. Now, what is the aim or object of making a cattle bridge? So, a cattle bridge is made in order to stop the cattle from going to the other side of the bridge. Okay. Now, what kind of a bridge it is? It is a bridge made of iron poles or iron bars, and there are gaps in between. So, if the cattle, means cow or buffalo, any cattle, okay, if they try to enter and cross the bridge, their feet will get inside the hole and they will not be able to walk on that cattle bridge. So they will not be able to go to the other side of the bridge. Okay, so their car crossed the cattle bridge and entered Dhekiavari tea estate. And now they entered Dhekiavari tea estate, where Pranjal's father works as a tea manager. Now I can show you the picture of a cattle bridge. Now this is the picture of a tea garden in Assam. You can see that a tea plucker plucking tea leaves, and she is keeping those tea leaves inside the basket that is behind her back. Now this is a tea garden. Okay, it is generally located in hilly areas. Okay, sloping land. So, and it is very small in size, the tea plant. Okay, so the tea bushes are very small in size. And now the cattle bridge. This is cattle bridge. You can see the cattle bridge. There are iron bars, okay, and there are holes in between. This is a cattle bridge. You can see, have a clear view of a cattle bridge. Man can cross the bridge, okay, any vehicle can cross the bridge, but whenever a cow or a buffalo or any cattle, okay, if they want to cross the bridge, their feet will get inside that hole. Okay, so that is the aim of having a cattle bridge, means cattle, to stop cattle from entering into the field. Okay, so they may not damage the crop. So that's cattle bridge. Now, on both sides of the gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes. So on both sides of the gravel road here means road was full of small fragments of rocks. Gravel were small fragments of rock, what you call in Hindi giti. Okay, so on both sides of the gravel roads were acre and acre of tea bushes. So on both sides of this, okay, gravel road, there are acres and acres of tea bushes. Means both sides there were tea estates, tea garden, all neatly pruned to the same height. All the tea, okay, is tea bushes are neatly pruned to the same height. Pruned means cut down or shorten, okay, to same height. So cut down or shorten to same height. So neatly pruned to the same height. So all the tea bushes are looking equal in height. Groups of tea pluckers with bamboo basket on their backs, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. Now, group of tea pluckers, as I show you on the pictures, with bamboo basket, they are having bamboo baskets on their backs. They wearing plastic aprons. Aprons means an article of clothing. Okay, it is the article here. Article is plastic, made of plastic. So an article of clothing worn over the front of trunk here, covering your body portion. So it is worn in front of the body, and they were wearing plastic aprons and wearing plastic aprons and were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. Sprouted leaves, newly grown out leaves. Now, Pranjal's father slowed down to allow a tractor pulling a trailer load of tea leaves to pass. Now, by the meantime, a tractor was coming from the other side. So, Pranjal's father slowed down his car and gave away to the tractor to pass by. And what the tractor was pulling, okay, a trailer, and the trailer was loaded with tea leaves. Here in our area, we see trailer loaded with sand, loaded with bricks, but in their area in Assam, you will find tractor, okay, and the trailer loaded with generally tea leaves. Now Rajbir, This is the second flush or sprouting period, isn't it, Mr. Barua? Now Rajbir is asking this question. Okay, though he doesn't belong to Assam, he doesn't belong to a tea estate or a tea plantation area, but still he knows much about tea because he has done his homework. He has learnt a lot about tea. He is asking that this is the second flush of sprouting period, growing period. Okay. Now as rice grows twice a year, now tea also grows twice a year, and this is the second flushing season or the second sprouting period, isn't it, Mr. Barua? Rajbir asked. It lasts from May to July and yields the best tea. So Rajbir added more that this sprouting period lasts from May to July. Okay, and yields the best tea. Yields produces or gives the best tea. Now, Mr. Barua, okay, Pranjal's father. You seem to have done your homework before coming, Pranjal's father said in surprise. So you are surprised, okay, by his question that he knows much about tea plantation and about the sprouting season. Yes, Mr. Barua, Rajbir admitted, but I hope to learn much more while I am here. Rajbir admitted, yes, he has done his homework, okay, and he hopes that he will learn more while he stays here, okay, during his vacation in Assam. So that's it, students. I hope you have understood this chapter, okay. So keep watching my videos. I will be uploading my videos on the school website, so keep watching them. Goodbye.